I always do that. So, as you can see, I now have a little widget that will tell you what music I'm playing on the beginning. Got some friends here. Friends here and over there. And please. I found them. Just gonna say that I found them. Alright, I admit, I dug into the game's files and I found the models and got some close pics of like Cute Slug and Happy Plush from Revenant Saga. They're gonna be joining me probably from now on. Like if I change them up, I'll probably have them in the background or something. They're not gonna go away from me because they're too cute. Anyway, Ray Gigant, haven't played this in like forever. It's part 4. Unless there was like a part 4 that I didn't upload. That's like forever probably lost to the void. But from what I saw last time on Ray Gigant, we met a new person and then we like tried to murder them because that's how it goes in like these kind of things. It's like, hi, you're like me, prepare to die. Other things. It's in cozy mode, so go with cozy mode. What was cozy mode? 5? 9? No. 1? Wait, 3? No. Shit! What's cozy mode? But I also was not on screen, so I'm gonna get rid of my face. Game? 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 And of course it's all messed up because I have it in like 1020 by 480. Wait, not 1020 by 480. 1920 by 1080. That's easy enough to fix. So let's get to some giganting. My saves are still here, surprisingly enough. I have no idea where this save came from. Like, everybody's level 15. And it's like chapter 2. I want to say that I like had to restart again. I just didn't scroll up to see 1, 2. But where the like really where the hell were we? I have tested this out and I think the rhythm thing is kind of working. We're gonna see like here on the Let's just do a test run here. And I also, like, went back and, figured out the controls, because the controls on this game are a little bit wonky. They're not what you would expect. Fight Ray Gigant's back. You'll probably notice the letterboxing on the top and the bottom. That is actually on the full screen as well. It's not true 1920 by 1080, probably because it was ported from the Vita, which is like a few pixels short of true HD. Ah, blue Oni and red Oni. Oh, I have sets now. That's pretty cool. That's certainly not in the intro. I remember each of these had like a, like a thing you would use. I can't slash beat yet. Test all this stuff out. But win, lose, or draw, this episode's gonna go up. Like, you can see square, triangle, circle, XYB as you people call them. Down is pick the set, and then up is to set the attacks. Which is not exactly how I would do it. I could slash beat when the left thingy was at 50, but I think I might have to slash beat when the right thingy's at 50. I do like that they have like the little anime in the foreground over like the regular kind of thing.
Yoshi, yoshi, yokuzo katta.
These are undead. And like the control pad left and right do the same thing as like the control stick. That's enough testing for now. I hate that it's like retreat. Alright, let's go to the next story. See if we can figure out where we are. I remember this. At least the airplane. This is Eraguchi. Seems like some of you are still sleeping. Unfortunately, we'll be counting Gigants instead of sheep. Sheep Gigant. Ellipsis. I have my cat up. Not that, you know. Sure. Doing that while sleepy is pretty darn irritating. Joking aside, they'll be arriving in 5 minutes. Prepare yourselves. "5 minutes to arrival. Understood." You hear that, Amakaze? Yeah, understood. Damn it. Don't mind deploying, but why so early in the morning? Eddie-sensei explained it earlier. Don't tell me you were sleeping during the briefing. Eh. Listening to that isn't worth waking up to. Remember what she told us earlier? No. It's been a while. We detected a gravity abnormality within a megalocyte. We predict a new Type 2 to appear holding a marker. As such, we are now on alert. Alert to prepare for battle. That's fine, but... You do know it's super early, right? My god, guy. Like, we don't even have the time to take a shower? Well, yeah. To be honest, it doesn't feel like this deployment is that urgent. Oh, is that the concern? Don't worry, you can take a bath after you return. That's not what I was trying to drive at. Well, there's another mission that needs to be taken care of after this. That's why we needed to get all of you ready so early. Another mission? Is that related to the deployment to the Megalo site? I can't go into details now. Keep it as a surprise to come later. After all, it's a special strategy from our great rep. After saying that, she pretty much will quit there. So then, what is this next mission supposed to be, huh? Let's talk about it later. Right now, focus on the mission. We're going to arrive shortly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, Rentype. Chapter 5, Internal Quarters. Ichiya here. As usual, no problem at all. No problems here too. Same. Alright then, Habakiri. Let's get right into our usual meeting. Understood. City Runes Q.
よし、視界を広げてみるかの。
This is a long one. Something isn't right. What's the matter, Habakiri? Can't detect the marker. No, I think it would be accurate to say I can't sense it anywhere. Huh? What do you mean? Maybe it's on another floor. No, that's not it. It seems as if the Gigant holding the marker is in hiding. What a cheap move. So it's trying to get by us then. Seems that this Gigant is underestimating us. Ichiya, first head to the upper level of this megalo site. Once there, I'll use my powers to find that Gigant. Got it. I didn't know you could do that. I will need your help to do so, though. We can talk about it later once we get there. Now then, let's head to the upper level. Got it! Time to map a dungeon. And you know me, I have to map every little square of this. Okay, this isn't open. That needs like a switch? I don't want to go on the spikes. Alright. I've said every square. Gotta be every square. It's always good to wait. I remember, I figured that out. It makes things go... Noom. More blades! What is this place? A playground for masochists? Here, watch your steps!
Ichiya.
You be careful, Ichiya. I'd listen to her, Ichiya. You better navigate well, Ichiya. Ichiya, you better not step on the swords that I'm totally gonna step on, cause, well, gotta map the whole thing. But why are you all picking on me? You do have a tendency to doze off, you know. Lack attentiveness. You lack a sense of urgency on the battlefield. Sure, fine, be like that. You know, bullying others ain't cool. All the swords! All the swords! We get them all, we got them all. Yep, I do realize it puts my thing down to 0. Swords. Alright, yeah. What was I thinking? Sard? Sard.
Minna, 気をつけて。
I like a challenge.
Yoshi, 問題なしだね。
Get our meters up on this one and then, like... Is attack doing nothing? Alright, flame attack that does the thing. If everybody's wondering when I'm going to get back to wizardry and all that, I don't know. I will have to go through the videos to see where I left off, and will have to manually go through the game again to get back to that point, and then start from there.
Minna, 気をつけて。
I might, you know, pull out the good old, like, cheat engine and just set the stats back to where they were. I forgot what parasitism why it happens. pancakes. Oh, everything's off our hit points now. Okay, versus undid the jack shit deadly. Rip. Is that the space you could, like, revive at? There we go. Just, like, just exit and come back and be like, everything's fine. Time to re-murder everything.
敵だぞ、警戒しろ。
Oh yeah, but it loses my slash beat. Rip slash beat meter. I do like the fast move though. Okay, these are undead. Yeah, you can select the enemy if you're thinking that, but, like, I have to cancel out of everything to do it. Okay, murdering them with attacks just seems to work.
よし、問題なしだね。
現れたか。
Put 3 murders on you. And 2 murders on you. Alright, so you can only select 1. I do notice that it's taking more to do things, and I forget how all that works.
現れたな。
Guess it's as the battle goes on. Wait, I did not kill you. And you were like that cat
みんな
girl.
気を
Oh.
つけて。限界だ。
全開なのか。
よっしゃ勝ったぜ。
みんな気をつけて。
一丁上がりった。
It looks like I'm going to need new tactics. Oh boy, I remember this. Do this.
新たな武装が解放されたぞ。新たな武装が解放されたぞ。新たな武装が解放されたぞ。
I can't even remember what the hell I was doing with this. I remember, like, on that you have to, that's where you get your new items and stuff is from there.
みんな気をつけて。そこ。やっそこ。
なんとか勝てたか。
Now let's go fight this heavy enemy.
現れたか。
Oh, I think it's like, it takes more because it's a heavy enemy. Oh, not gonna do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, friend type. Yeah. I like how Habakiri's like Joe Hekida or Joe Hekida. Like you weren't just nomming on me. I don't know if that was worth it. that does a lot of damage.
Hmm, 上出来だ。敵だぞ、警戒しろ。
I was hoping there'd be a Gigant too, but I guess it didn't sell well. Which, this is a pretty niche game, which... This is one of the better niche games. Oh, we got a seed. Or I got an orange seed. There we go. Alright, time to map this room out. If you're wondering about what language is in the music, I do believe it's Russian? I think someone pointed out that it was Russian. Oh boy. How could you miss? Better get all of these in when I can, while I can.
しい戦いだった。
He should be alive because he died before the parasitism happened. Oh, shortcut's open. Goodbye, slash beat meter. Woo! It's so hard managing your weight with how volatile it changes now.
どうした？
Say something. Nope. Yeah, okay. So what's this about weight? Oh, of course, we have to drag her in to talk about how the weight affects your parameters. Because girls aren't supposed to be fat because they're always supposed to be pretty. So of course we're gonna have to drag her into going like, I hope you won't make me fat, even though it, like, I think increases her defense. Mana, you look emaciated. Ichiya would like you more if you put on a couple pounds. Like, fuck up. Shut up. So fuck up, Habakiri. Ichiya has nothing to do with this, Habakiri. Fuck off, Ichiya. This is what I hate about these kinds of games, is that they always do this kind of shit. What are you grinning at? Believable. Ichiya and his mutt lacks any sense of tact. Yeah, she called him a mutt without retaliation. Nice. If you can revive them when they're dead on the map. I don't think you can. I think that's like once they're dead, they're dead. Let's see, dead characters. I don't see it here. Let's see. Flash B, LB. Oh, that's nice. I've known that. There's no. I'm not seeing. Like, what happens when you die? Oh, the gemstones. Yeah, but the gemstone is like all the way up here. Or it's not on the map. Well, okay then. Alright, let's murder you again. You are undead. That is good. Alright, and you are just like regular attack. Bam! There we go. Yay! Undead! Oh boy, spikes! All of the spikes. Alright. Get those mapped out.
なんとか勝てたか。
Go behind spikes. Let's see if I haven't. Have I explored that? No, I haven't. Let me go here. What's up here? Another door. Ignore you for now. Alright, time not to ignore you. I kinda wish if you hit up without entering any commands, it would just automatically wait. Because why wouldn't you want to wait if you're not entering commands? There's like no drawback to waiting that I know of. I have 30. SP slash, that's that slash beat? Crap, I forget.
Yossha! Gatta ze!
For cartography! That's a lot of cartography I don't want to get into yet. I think I have some things. Yeah, I have seeds. Kind of see how they'd level 15 if I had like a pile of seeds like flying around. Seems kind of full. Alright, yeah, the Kurogami and the Yorigami. I've been playing God Eater and they have like the Aragami. Gami of course means God. So it's like the all the god things. Yes, please.
じゃんか
Cause you keep dying all over the place. Unless that's not what it means. I can reset? Oh, that's what that does. Oh yeah, X is gain item. Am I using the spirit sword? Is that the spirit sword? I don't think that's good against undead. Murakami bow. Curse. Is that 10 or is that +1 0? Alright. Your star's +9. Yay? It's almost like, why not just like some... That's useful, I guess. Alright. Let's go up. Says it's good against undead, I guess. And ire, but not good against aqua. Good against ground, good against undead. Yeah, I just fortified his belt. Oh, that was much better. That was much better. No reason not to use that one. Scones.
なかなかの代物。
Apple pie.
良い品だ。
Stir fry. Damn it. You got it for me. Damn it.
新たな武装が解放されたぞ。なかなかの代物。なかなかの代物。
What is this guy took?
新たな武装が解放されたぞ。
MREs are not full of calories. They're like cardboard. They're the opposite of calories. Nine, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 4.
新たな武装が解放された。新たな武装が解放された。新たな武装が解放。新たな武装が解放された。新たな武装が解放。新たな武装が解放されたぞ。なかなかの代物。
Just level the shield up again. Wait, no, the belt. Not the belt, not the shield. Okay. Where was I? Avoiding cartography, that's right. Ow! Ow! For the good of cartography or something, I think. Doesn't look like I explored down here. Let's get all the backtracking done before I continue forth. Okay, they are ground, so murder sword should work. Thinking of, was it Rhythm Tengoku Heaven? Rhythm Parrot. It's the one on the Wii. It's the Robot Factory. The Japanese version, the little robots go like, Yosha! Yosha! Which... I had an undubbed version of that, but then I lost it somehow. I think the hard drive died. But they really should have released one with the Japanese music that you could switch. Actually, I think the PAL version. Someone said you could switch between that on the PAL version. Or something. Cause, like, for some of the songs, the English version isn't timed quite right. I hate that she misses, but like, she's the one that does the best attack on the flying enemies. One, really?
上出来だ
Let's go back here and then up and around. Actually, no. Let's go over here because then I can go up. Up and then to the right. I guess people didn't like the battle system, and the way it works. But I have to give Acto props for at least trying something new. It could probably be just tweaked that much to make it better, make it actually a good system. I don't wanna. Time for noms. Although I do wonder what the story, like, what the story we're getting at, because I don't think we've gotten into the, like, the meat and potatoes of the story yet. Like, what are these Gigants, where are they from, and why are they here? We still kind of know that they're just here. Cheap game, cheap. I see what you did there. Although I do have to say this still has better character designs than Guide Eater. Which, like with the whole the Gami thing, that you have weapons that feed off of you to kill things from, well, in God Eater they're not really from the beyond, they're just they just kind of show up. Although I have to get, like, further in the Guide Eater to find out, like, where they come from. Or, like, where the Oracle cells come from. Probably gonna be created in some lab somewhere. And then they were released upon humanity or something like that. Or like someone created them because they felt human beings were getting too... What's the word? disrespectful of the environment and all that, and then all the humans just need to die. I will make the humans exactly what they are. Things that only live to, like, devour. But yeah, God Eater has problems with its characters, and it's the typical anime problems it has with its characters. Well, I'm hoping that the storyline, like, pans out. Give me something I can, like, hold on to and be like, like, it was worth playing through this to get to the end. Or is it gonna be one of those, like, rolls eyes, oh gods, kill me now? Like, that was the point?
Yes, 問題なしだね。
Alright. Ow, 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 ow. Cartography powers activate! Or it'd be nice if there was like an option, like when you first start, to like all wait. Like just a all wait command. Or cartography? Question mark? Trying to remember if you get anything for mapping their things out 100%. Oh, there's the upstairs. There's a shortcut. Since I'm not using leap motion at this point, I'll take it off. Like, they specifically said these Gigants can talk. Some of them can talk. But they can't be reasoned with, and it's like, why can't we reason with them? Oh, so much for that. They still should have been. They still should have done damage based simply on the fact that they were aerial shots. Time for noms. It moved. It moved. Alright, where were we? Have I mapped everything on this floor? Alright, we're here. Haha, you're here! Good, let me begin. Operational meeting, City Ruins Queue, upper level. Verify this location. Starting now. This place is quite large. You're mentioning how you needed our help earlier, so what do you need us to do? I'll search for the position of the hidden marker, but in order to do that, I will need to verify from multiple locations. Multiple locations? Yes, 3 locations should do the trick. I need for you to go to the northwest, southwest, and southeast corners of this floor. Northwest, southwest, and southeast. I'm not sure I can remember that. It's northwest, and then both the south cardinal directions. Not that hard. To make it Ichiya friendly, just head to the upper left, and bottom right corners. Upper left, bottom right. And it's easy to remember, or, you know, all of the bottom part of the top. So I guess we're not even trying to hide our intelligence already. So when do we go to the upper left, bottom right corners? We head to the very corner of the room? Exactly, now then, I'm changing the view. Good, let's get to it. Upper left, bottom right, upper left, bottom right. Sounds like some game command. Up, up, down, down, left, right, quarter circle forward, mash the buttons. Alright, I want to get to here. I will take the straightest way there. And then come back and redo everything. Wonder if this, like, storyline's gonna turn out to be, like, ban that person. Want to become famous? No, not really. Like, entities from another world are treating this as, like, their, video game, thing. So that's why they don't treat human beings as, like, people.
完全に解析できたぞ。
Because they think they're all NPCs or something. I was able to analyze the area. I'm gonna save here. Or there was a reason I have that saved into another one. Oh damn, I forgot it maps the whole flippin' area. Well, there's an answer to my questions. I don't need to, like, stab myself for photography. I will, however, yeah, you can't do jack. I wanted to map this place, but oh well. Question mark. I wonder what that does. Let's find out. I don't wanna. Numbing yourself kind of hurts. 2 people died. Run there. Run back. Alright. Try this again.
現れた。
Oh boy, this is an interesting one. I don't know what's good against it. Alright, none of that was good. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's get this yellow one out of the way first. Brown, so... Oh, he's stunned. Never mind. Why is everyone dead? This is only a medium fight.
よし。
Right, at this point you do it. So this is the point we need to be at. Let me correct that. So this is the point you needed us to be at. Yes, now then, let me start my search. So how is it? Still can't sense anything. Head on towards the next one. Understood. We only have 2 more places. Good thing they put this on this floor with all the things that are gonna murder you. Let's see if we can get through this heavy one.
現れたら
Seems like it's gonna be easy, I said, then died horribly. Kurama? Thinking about the name. There we go.
よし問題なしだね
It didn't really even give us anything of value. Of course, now I have to push on through the spikes on the floor for cartography?
敵だよ
There is no cartography here, only pain. Why does she miss? She's the only one that can hit the things in the air for any decent damage, but then she gets a penalty to do so.
みんなお疲れ
Alright, if there's a way to make that thing make her like hit good. Let me see if I can make you hit good. Alright, she's level 15. Alright, now when we cram stuff in our mouth, we heal better. I think he says one up. Makes no sense. Like, I don't want any of these, but I have to, like,
おお使えそうだな
get them.
へへいいじゃんかおお使えそうだなへへいいじゃんか
That might be useful at some point. Don't know when. that up. Alright, do the scanny thing after I grab this. Let's go check that location. Kind of thinking of checking that place out too. There you go, making stuff up again. Now then, let's proceed with the exploration. I see. What's the result? We're close, very close. Go to the final point. So we have to go to all of them? Of course, you're in an RPG! You have to do all of the things. Sometimes the long route is the shortest route to the goal. You don't want to wander aimlessly without proper information, do you? Unbelievable. So where do we have to go again?
Huh?
Let's see, southwest point. That should be towards the bottom left where you are, Ichiya. Got it. Alright, let's get going. Okay, let's get to here. Ow! Alright, actually... don't need to fight. We can just cartography our... that's not what I meant to do. Cartography ourselves to here.
Yes.
Alright, I'm at the final location. Sensei, would you do the honors? Leave it to me. So far, the translations of what they say have been pretty spot on. I'm surprised he went with the flow. I found it. What? Where is it? At the lower level. Hiding near the exit all along.
Huh?
You mean the exit on the first floor? I have you know, I mapped out that entire area. On foot, by hand. That Gigant trying to play games with us? We need to teach it a lesson it will never forget. That lesson is called death. Let's check the exit area through the map. I'm sure the marker would be detected if the Gigant was around there. Right, got it. Gigant with the marker has appeared at City Ruins QS. I don't understand S. We're at upper level, but oh well. Where is it gonna send me through? It's gonna send me through a enemy. Actually, wait a minute. Save. Ah, my completely clean map. I think it's this X right here. Yep. Oh, all the things have appeared again. Huh. Well then. Let's get this party started.
あれ
Uh-huh? Aren't these guys just grunts? Seems like the main target brought along its minions. You mean they came here as a team? Yes, these in front of you are merely front runners to it. The Type 2 Gigant is there behind them. What a pain in the ass. Get the crap out of it. Yum 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 yum. Oh, so we can do damage to undead. Let's make them re-dead.
なんとか勝てたか。
Nothing to it.
ほら
Don't let your guards down. There's still more ahead. You got it.
みんな気をつけて。
Really? Oh, he's stunned. See if she can do any damage.
そこそこそこ。
Nope! I should heal a couple times at least.
なんとか勝てたか。
So are we to no? He said the big one was behind the minions. Were you not paying? Well, you weren't paying attention. Seems like the next is going to test our metal. Deadly.
どうやら兵卒の手に余る相手だったようだな。
Looks like the soldiers did no match against you.
わし自らの手でこう振ってくれようぞ。
If so, it is my turn to rend you one to pieces.
風に裂かれ、雷に焼かれ、ちりへとキスがよいわ。
The winds tear you to pieces and the lightning burn you to ashes. It's Fusion and Ryujin. Or Fuden Raiden. Yeah, Furai. wanna prepare. Admires the air.
限界なのか。
Alright, it is the slash beat meter. Drums noise in the wind. Don't want to go down that low. Well. Game over. Game over. Now I have to go through all 3 layers of that again. Why are you suddenly dead? Alright, round 2. I think I might just spend my slash beat meter on the just to like get out of parasitism.
ちは上がりった。
うん。どうやら兵卒の手に余る相手だったようじゃな。ならばわし自らの手でこう振ってくれようぞ。
It should be noted if you look at his right hand, our left, his right, there's like a hole in it where the wind comes out of.
風に裂かれ、雷に焼かれ、ちりとキスがよいわ。
I think she could do some damage too. Could spend all of his life on healing. I think that's the trick. Always have the healer just use all of his life on healing. Manual, alright, wait. Wait. Heal, heal, heal. Right when my slash speed meter is where I need it, it's like, battle's over. I should get more stuff than that for this battle.
Yes.
Good, victory is ours. So that means... yes, it looks like we found what we were looking for. I suppose it's my turn now. You obtained the marker. Finally done. I'm pretty beat. But I'm not all that happy right now. Huh? Why not? This morning we were told that there's another mission after this, right? Oops, forgot about that. Don't tell me we're going to have to deploy right away. Well, it's not like we were told the mission was going to be focused on fighting, right? It's going to be focused on fighting. If so, there's no use worrying about it now. I guess you're right. Alright, let's head back then. Yeah, I guess we can think about it after we return. Airplane! No, more like sleepy. I don't blame you, you did wake up quite early. But are you fine with this? Yeah, about what? Take a rest now, it would just make things harder later. I did recall a conversation of another mission to follow. You cross that bridge when we get there. Right now I want to get a breather in and relax a bit, or else. They do say that if you can just at least lay down, not go to sleep, at least lay down for like 30 minutes, it is a bit, it's more, but it's better for you than like not laying down at all. Right now I want to get a breather in and relax a bit, or else. Command Center to unit, I have another mission for you. Gather all your belongings and head towards the heliport on the roof. I repeat, you're to report at the heliport. We'll depart as soon as everyone arrives. Be sure you don't forget to bring your belongings. Ellipsis! How unfortunate. Damn it. I bet the pyramid workers had better working conditions than this. Actually, you know what? They did. They actually formed a strike for better working conditions and pay. You can strike because the fate of humankind rests on your shoulders. Quite the talker for someone who hasn't done anything remotely similar to working on a pyramid. Now then, hurry and get ready. I should say the Egyptian pyramid because there's like other pyramids like in South America and places. Fine, whatever. But, yeah, the pyramid was actually a community project. It wasn't built by slaves or anybody like that. It's because people thought, well, you'd have to be a slave to, like, haul these bricks up to build a huge-ass pyramid. For, like, for, like, a person you probably can't even get close to talk to that's ruling over you, that you probably don't care about. If it's gonna be another dungeon, I'm gonna cut the stream. If it's going to be talking, then I'm gonna get through it until we get to the dungeon. There you are, Amakaze. You're the one who called me here. What a slave driver.
Oi, oi.
That look on your face. Lighten up a bit, will you? You tell that to someone who actually has a normal young life. You're in the middle of ruins and like things. Like there's big ass things destroying everything. You're not gonna have a normal young life. I wasn't kidding when I said you're a slave driver, you know. You're not a slave driver. That's a pretty good analogy. But you aren't that far off after all. We don't pay you either. But then again, if you don't work, you will die, literally. We will all die. You're the worst. Chiha-chan. Huh? Why is Chiha-chan here? I have no clue too. All I was told was to bring her here. This is the first time we'll be going out together. You're right. What's going on here? Airplane! Okay, we're on the heli like any usual deployment. That's not a heli though, it's a vertical takeoff and lift plane. A VTOL. VTOL? Not a VTOL. Okay, it is a vertical takeoff and lift. Vertical takeoff, lift, plane. I was thinking that plane was part of the abbreviation. So what's the mission? Don't jump to conclusions yet. I didn't say we were going to fight. Duh. There's no way we would bring Ichiya-chan along on our missions. So where are we headed to? Right now? Now, don't be hasty. It wouldn't be much of a surprise if I told you everything. A surprise? So we're going to someplace fun? Maybe like a theme park? I wouldn't mind riding on a roller coaster. Hehehe, just you all wait. I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's definitely an airplane. Alright, we're here. We'll be staying there for tonight. What? An onsen? I'm assuming it's an onsen. Ah! This is the place I saw on TV! It's supposed to be a famous onsen! Onsen? This is one of the largest onsen sites in Japan. How tired you all were. Onsens, or I should say just onsens since it's already plural, are sure to hit the spot. Now then, let's all wind down and take it easy for... What's the matter? Why so glum? Well, we were expecting to have a more entertainment-themed thing to come. Uh-huh. I was hoping we had popcorn to munch on while watching a parade and stuff. What? We're talking onsen here. Aren't you all happy? We're still teens, you know. Don't think we'd have the same taste as some near 40s lady. Yeah, you fuck off, Ichiya. Ellipsis. Come on, stop complaining. Hot springs do have a onsen do have a relaxation effect on the body. You don't need to translate onsen, it's a Japanese thing. We should just consider this as being our mission to rest well. Well, I'm actually looking forward to staying at a traditional inn like this. Well, I guess. I'm sorry, Eri-sensei. I'll do my best to find what's enjoyable about being at an onsen. Okay. Like, it's not just a hot springs, and onsen is very much like a building place you go to that has a hot springs in it, but also has lots of other things to do there. So onsen is, like, I would say it's one of those things you can't really translate to just hot springs. That was subtly harsh. Subtly harsh. Moments later. Yikes! Hey, Chiharu, stop running! Like, you can see, you can, like, look at... Those look like souvenirs that you can buy, but sometimes they might have, like, little artworks and things. There's places to hang out and read, stuff like that. What's the matter? What's the matter, Chiha-chan? You seem pretty happy. Yup. The bath is really huge here. It's like a pool. And they even have a bath that looks like a cave. I see. Well, that sounds pretty awesome. Both should go and take a bath too. How come I get a feeling we're going to insert onsen? Well, obviously this is the onsen episode of the anime, and we're gonna have all the women in their bath towels. And we're probably not gonna see any of the guys in their bath towels. Really enjoying the place. And Ichiya has reminded us that they are teenagers. Like, I think under 18? I don't think anybody's 18. I can't believe just a while ago she was all sulking about being here. I'm sorry, just let her be. Miwa might be 18. This is the first time she's ever been to a place like this. Heh. What's so to be sorry about? I'm actually happy seeing her happy like that. Bro. If only we lived a normal life, she would be like that all the time. Until the harsh cruelties of school. An open-air bath. I didn't know they had that here. Ellipsis. Better not be thinking of what I think you're thinking. Lewd. Thanks for trusting me. You better not peek or else. I don't like this part to where it's like, don't peek because you know they're going to. And it's gonna be played for laughs. I don't think I like any of these. Like, not interested's a bit rude to say. Back is like... I see. Forgot about that. What in the world are you thinking? Stop it, you're starting to creep me out. Stop being stupid. Why don't you guys go and take a bath too? It's like, one of them's like extremely rude. One of them makes no sense, and the other one is like the one I don't want to pick. But it doesn't really exactly tell me what it's gonna, what's the response gonna be. We can keep watch over Chiha-chan. Okay, thanks. Now then, I should get going.
Oi.
Don't even think about it, Miwa-kun. Where do you think you're going? Well, we still have time until dinner, so I figured I'd just take a stroll outside. You're not lying, are you? Well, what? You don't trust me? Nobody does! You're kind of an airhead, Ichiya. You seriously think I would go and take a peek at them? Of them taking a bath? I do want to point out how they did the names to the left, that they actually put the effort into, like, styling them like that. Unlike some other companies, of which will not be named. Axis Games! Axis Games! Now must be my allergies acting up. You just head on to the bath ahead of me, okay? Ellipsis. No, I'll follow you. Well, hey, wait! Why the hell do I have to take a stroll with another guy? Because you're planning things, and I think Miwa-kun's actually trying to be a decent person. Because I don't trust you. Well, now then, let's get going. Ellipsis.
どうした?
You're surprisingly quiet. Be creepy if we're both having fun talking, you know. We're only the one who wanted to go on a stroll. The one who's following. Fine, I'm sorry if I got in the way of your fun stroll. That aside, I still can't seem to fathom what I'm seeing here. So many people here. You're right. Living in the academy makes it feel like it's the end of the world. There's still a lot of people living outside of the outer sector. I know that, but seeing and hearing are two different things. What are you guys doing here?
どうした？
I thought you both were at the bath. Well, not that I didn't want to go, but maybe it's just me. I'm just used to taking a bath before I go to sleep. He's the one who said he wanted to take a stroll outside. Well, you sure are defeating the purpose of coming to an onsen. Yourself. Taking a breath of internal sector air should help alleviate your stress. Hey, Sensei. I don't think I've seen our boss yet, but is he... back at the academy, keeping watch? Ugh, seriously? We should slack off for a change. He could have come with us. I have to agree, he does look tired all the time, too. Leave him be. He has his reasons for staying behind. You know, angsty anime reasons. And backstory. Reasons. That aside, how is this place? Amakaze, this is the first time you've come to the internal sector, right?
Ah.
And I'm honestly surprised. Everyone here is living a normal life. It looks that way, but it's far from normal. The wide buffer zone between the outer and the internal sector. That alone makes living in the internal sector different from before. There's a lack of supplies and fuel, as well as limits to where people can move to. The bustling of people you see here is a byproduct of the insufficiencies. Simpler way of saying it is, there's no other place to go. I see. So they're no different from us. We're all in a state of emergency. The sufferings are all mutual. The reason the people here can live in peace despite the lack of freedom is because of people like you who are stopping the Gigant's invasion. That's definitely worth being proud of. Yes, I know very well the importance of our mission. I can't do anything alone, but with Amakaze... hey, where's Amakaze? See you later, Kazuomi. I'm gonna jog around here before dinner.
Oi!
Wait, damn it, I'm not letting you get away. What was that all about? Haha. Look, I lost him. That isn't something I'd hear from a hero. But the fact that you're acting on primal instincts is proof that you are full of life. I knew you'd understand, Habakiri. I'm not the one who wants to take a peek. My primal urge and predecessor's DNA is whispering to me to do it. That's actually bullshit, I'll have you know. There's no fucking primal urge or anything like that. It's just that you've been raised, you've been nurtured to think that it's some kind of primal instinct that you can't control. And this is the part where I mentioned, you know, self-control. It's a thing that humans have. I do know your predecessors personally, but none of them are stupid like you. Let's see, the open air bath was that way? Looks like he's not even listening.
うわっまだ何もやってないぜ。
やってないって何を？
いや、ところでどうしたの？こんなところで。
実はさ、探してたんだ。天風くんを。
え？俺？
そう。学校だとみんないるし、ゆっくり話せないじゃない？
I think she was the one we were accidentally, like, interested in?
でも、こういうところなら二人でいても大丈夫かなって。迷惑 かしら。
全然そんなことないって。
本当に嬉しい。
Riona jumps into Ichiya's arms. What?
小ガラス。
好き。浜風くん、
Well, that was quick.
あなたのこと大好き。
You drunk?
じっとして、もう少しだけこうしてたいの。
じっとしてたいんすけど。
Ellipsis.
体は正直なものだな。おい。
Oh my god. But he's very honest. Uh-huh.
当たり前だろ。こんな状況で我慢でき。
Self-control?
もっとそばに。
Closer?
いや、わらかーい。
諦めるしかないね。
Nothing I can do for you now.
わ
一夜、どうした？
なんか口の中に入ってきた。
Oh my, yeah, phrasing. Something came into my mouth. Hello, game. How are you doing? Ellipsis.
ごめんなさい。私つい夢中になって。
いや、こっちこそ。あんまりこういうマナーに詳しくなくってさ。
Ellipsis, Hamakiri.
何黙ってんだよ、幅切り。怒ったのか？
いや、静かにしろ。
There's something out there.
近くにいるようだ。
Is it Miwa?
一夜、覚えているか？前に戦った。
Ah, yeah, that guy.
まさか。
まったく想像しいやつだな。
It's you! Pretty
お前は
boy.
あの時の。
Shut up, gross Ichiya.
おい、小ガラス。お前は逃げた方がいいと思うぜ。
I can't run away. This guy's my brother or something.
わかった。天風くん、気をつけてね。
んで、今日は何の用だ？またボコられに来たの？
猿が調子に乗るな。忘れてるのか？今のお前はたった一人だということ。
だからいいんだよ。
何？
こないだはなんだかんだ言って先輩の力を借りちまった。今度こそ俺の力で大地にキスさせてやるぜ。
Like, hello, you're supposed to be fighting the Gigants, not each other.
大した自信だな。しかし残念なことに。
I got my boss with me. He doesn't look too bad either.
悪いな。こっちは二人なんだよ。
It looked like he was wearing two ties next to each other for a second there, with that highlight.
今さら逃げるなよ。ギガント戦に備える意味で、お前は最高の訓練相手なんだ。
いいぜ。やってやろうじゃねえか。
I got a beat slash meter. Suddenly the music gets good.
どっちにしろ、お前みたいな裏切り者は許せないんだよ。
裏切り者？いつお前を裏切った？
人類がピンチだって時に足引っ張ってんのはお前らだろ。
戦略もなしにただ闇雲に戦うのが正義なのか？バカバカしい。だからお前らは猿なんだ。
I mean, he's not wrong. Ichiya is pretty much, well, like, acting like a monkey. Or I should say an ape, since I do believe humans are apes.
うるせえ。
Well, okay then. Kamibito? Kamibito. Let's do this. Let's see if I can, this works.
覚悟は良い。
Alright, yeah, it's lagging. It's probably because I'm also recording and I'm streaming. That's like sucking up all the CPUs. I might just like play this offline from now on, so like catch it on my YouTubes. And if like that next episode is like lagging, well, it's time for Vita. Stop it right there. I doubt you want to waste your life in a foolish battle such as this. You've said it. Instead of wasting your time saying all that crap earlier, you should be helping us out instead. Hey, hey, stop it already. Are you alright? Nothing to it. Remind me, watch out for him. Looks like they retreated when you took your eyes away from them. Well played. You the guy from before? Yeah, the one who attacked Kogarasu. I couldn't seal the deal, but at least I at least got back for that. Glad that didn't happen. He may be an enemy now, but technically he is also an ally to us. There's no sense in fighting each other when we need each other the most. He struck first, so I just struck back, that's all. I understand what you're saying, but it really depends on their outlook. Wait, before we continue. What's the matter? Kogarasu may be getting Eri-sensei. We gotta ditch quick or else they'll find out that I was trying to sneak a peek. Come on, let's hurry. And you drag Kazuomi down with you, and he's like gonna be the one that's being blamed for it instead of you. Yeah, sure, got it. Wait a minute, you were trying to sneak a peek? I didn't get to, so it's fine, right? No, it's not. Just even thinking that you're going to sexually harass and assault women is, like, makes you a terrible person. Don't get out of here now. Eri-sensei is gonna see you here, too. Be branded just like me. Fine, let's get moving. Finally back, are you? Where were you guys? Well, we just wandered off a bit. Isn't that right, Kazuo Mikun? Yes, I was chasing after him and we lost our way back. Unbelievable! It's already dinner time. Everyone's waiting, so hurry it up. Okay. Understood. Kamibito is probably translated as God person. Like Koibito is love person.
Hi. 雨風に不審な行動があり問い詰めたところ再度の接触があったと認めました。
雨風は
交戦したようですが無事でした。しかしむしろ気になるのは宿舎周辺で傍受した通信です。先日の事件後から傍聴体制を強化していたのですが雨風の接触があった直後に何者か神人と交信しています。おそらくは付近に潜入している他の工作員がいる可能性が。
放っておけ。どちらにせよそれは人類の知識だ。知りたいことがあるなら知ってもらえばいい。いずれ奴らにもわかる。このままでは絶望しかないことが。それでどうだ、あいつらの様子は。
ええ、初めは乗り気でなかったようですが今ではすっかり楽しんでますよ。ちょっとイチヤ、枕投げないでよ。
これでも食らえ。
この
危な。
雨風くん。へへ、どうだ、参ったか。
Did you put a rock in that pillow? I hope you put a rock in that pillow.
楽しみすぎだな。そろそろ止めてきます。何か壊しそうだ。
帰還の日時は予定通りだ。
帰れば決戦ですね。
そういうことだ。これで最後かもしれん。せめて今ぐらいは目いっぱい楽しませてやろう。
Gonna send them off to die. Onsen vacation. So it really wasn't a super terrible onsen episode. And that's where I'm going to, go. And that's where I'm going to be, calling it a video. How I get out of here? There we go. How I exit game. How game? Game how? How game? So, gonna be picking that up offline on the Tubes of You. Let me just drop that in there. Gonna scroll. Yeah, that one's proper. There we go. Yeah, it just immediately scrolls off the screen. Yeah, thanks. But that's where the next episode of Grey Gigant's going to be. I'm going to see if I can record and get the beat / meter. And if not, well, say hello to my Vita and lower quality. But at least it's going to be all in sync and everything else. I'm hoping that just the recording will work. That I've got all the processoring power I need. Cause like when you're double encoding, it's kind of meh. Anyway, Sunday night or Monday or Tuesday. You know, the early morning of Tuesday or Monday or Sunday. More fishing, more real fishing, Masters Challenge. Then hopefully more Revenant Saga after that. I've kind of been itching to play Revenant Saga, which is, I'm shrinking, help me. Honestly, I'm just curious where the story's gonna go. Like, we know what's up with Bruno. We know he's like a half Revenant at least. But what more is gonna happen to him? Let's see. What was I gonna say? Pepsi, yes. Pepsi here. Yeah, and like, see how that all pans out. I'm not just interested in Bruno. Like, I know kind of after this game and like maybe like a couple after it that Chemco just heavily like has only like one male lead that's kind of average, and then like one animal or animal person, and like the rest is just girls. Like, just heavily just makes harem games. So I'm kind of really interested, like, to see how this one ends. That being said, I have some probably sad news. Revenant Saga has a sequel. Revenant Dogma. And like I said, they wholeheartedly like get to the whole harem thing going on. And since it's a sequel, finally figured out why my hands aren't straight. It's because my leap motion's not straight. And like, in the sequel, I'm gonna see how bad it gets, because it's a sequel, and let's see where the story goes. Like, that one has like I said, the beast person, the main generic hero, and 3 women, like, for the harem party. But I'm not going to play it directly after Revenant Saga. I'm going to play a different game, and then Revenant Dogma. And oh boy, I hope that game's better. It's not going to be because there's no menses that are interesting to me that it will actually keep me interested in the characters at least. But I'm gonna slog through it for the storyline, which is probably going to be completely different and not relevant to the first game, except for like maybe the barest of strands. And that's it. That's the next plans. See all of you YouTubers later who are catching this on YouTube. Let me pet the slug. Let me pet the slug. There. Let me pet my slug. Pet my slug. Yeah, the companions have been pet. I'll catch you YouTubers later. Yeah.